Hello everyone, Speedy Hedgehog Live here with a new video. Today, this is part 8 of me building a city. In today's video, I will be building a Wendy's restaurant and a donut shop. So let's get into it.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a modern Wendy's fast food restaurant with a drive-thru. This is the amount of space required to make your Wendy's. And here are... This is the amount... space required to make your Wendy's. And here are all of the materials that we will need. Throughout the build. Begin by placing a row of 7 bricks in a row on the ground. 1, Here are all of the materials that we will need throughout the build. Begin by placing a row of 7 bricks in a row on the ground.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then extend that 7th brick backwards by placing a polished blackstone wall, then a black stained glass pane, leave a gap, then place another pane, blackstone wall, and then a brick. We then want to extend that brick to the right by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then place a red concrete on the end and extend forwards. Then extend the red concrete up.
Okay, as it turns out I got the grid wrong a little bit, but it's okay. We can just rebuild a little bit of the front. Just rebuild it again.
Here are all of the materials that we will need throughout the build. Begin by placing a row of 7 bricks in a row on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Then extend that 7th brick backwards by placing a polished blackstone wall, then a black stained glass pane, leave a gap, then place another pane, blackstone wall, and then a brick. We then want to extend that brick to the right by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Then place a red concrete on the end and extend forwards. Then extend the red concrete upwards by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then extend length by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then extend up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right and extend down so that we connect just to the right of where we first started. And then you can just fill this in using red concrete. This is where the sign will go. So, coming over to the right side of our build now, extending from this red concrete block, we want to place a row of 7 bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, extending towards the back of the build. Extend across the back by placing 2 upside down brick stairs, followed by 5 bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then extend backwards by 1, and then extend over to the right, and the goal is to connect all the way to the front, so just like this. This is what the floor plan for Wendy should look like. Now it's time to build up the walls. The first wall of which we are going to build up is right at the front here. So on top of this row of bricks, add an additional 4 rows of bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can just build up these rows. Moving around to the right where the entrance is, I want you to place 2 wall and 2 glass on top of the previously existing wall and glass. Then, on the right side here, build up bricks so that they are 1 row higher than the entranceway, and then place a row of brick stairs across the top of this, with then a row of bricks across the top of that. Then, for this small window area here, we want to begin by placing a brick on the left side with a black glass pane, then a wall, glass pane, wall, glass pane, and then we are going to add another wall on top of each wall and another glass on top of each glass. Then over here on the left side we'll add another brick, and then we want to place 2 rows of black concrete just to fill in this gap here. Then, as we come around to the side, we can probably exchange this red concrete here for a brick, and then extend the bricks upwards like this so that it attaches to the window, and then build up the red concrete that we have for the side and extend it an additional row backwards, just like this. We should also add a row of smooth stone slabs on top of the 2 black concretes that we place, extend them 1 row forwards, and place a row of smooth stone slabs in front of the bottom of the black concretes, extend them 1 row forwards, and then to the right like this so that they line up with the window that is just beneath. Then, over here on the right side of the build, we want to, on top of this row of bricks, place a brick here on the left, and then a glass pane, brick wall, or rather black stone wall, glass pane, wall, glass pane, and then on the end, a brick. Then we want to take every single one of those blocks and add an additional 1 of each on top. Then we can add 2 rows of black concrete on top of everything that we have just placed. Then we can move around to the side. So on the back here, we are going to take this row of bricks and we are going to add 2 rows on top. So this is just on this smaller side here before it begins to stick out. Then we can extend the black concrete across to sit on top of what we've just made. This is a drive-through window, so we can place some glass pane here along one side, and then maybe even mark it out by placing a couple of red concrete just above the window space. Then we are going to build up this back wall here with a row of bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is going to be as high as the black concrete, and then we can extend this across. And once we have extended this across, we can now slot some smooth stone slabs along the black concrete. So we want to place a row of smooth stone slabs along the outside of the bottom of the row of black concrete here. And then we want to place a row along the top, just just on the outside here that runs all the way over to the bricks like this. Ultimately, we will fill the top of this in using smooth stone slabs as well, but we can do that in a little second. Then we want to, on the very left side of the build here, add a couple of windows. So if we start from the back, aka this left side, we want to place a glass, wall, then brick, glass, wall, glass, and then the rest of the wall is going to be made out of brick, and we also want to extend up all of the glass and all of the wall, just an additional row, and then build up the rest of the wall using bricks. There we go. So next we want to add a layer of black concrete that sits on top of this rectangular shape that is the left side of Wendy's. So if you take a look at it from the top, you can see that the build is kind of distinctly broken into two parts. That is the end result. Okay, so next we are going to focus on the floor and the roof of Wendy's. The floor is very simple. We are going to take two parts. That is the end result. Okay, so next we are going to focus on the floor and the roof of Wendy's. The floor is very simple. We are going to take the entire space inside of Wendy's and turn it into oak planks. The roof on the right side of Wendy's is going to be made out of smooth stone slabs, and the roof on the left side of Wendy's will be made out of black glass block. With all of that complete, we have a bunch of stuff that we can add on the outside as well. Slabs, and the roof on the left side of Wendy's will be made out of black glass. With all of that complete, we have a bunch of stuff that we can add on the outside as well. On the right side of the build, there is a flower bed that is made using stone slabs that extend from the back right hand corner of the base of the slide. We place 3 stone slabs extending to the right, and then we extend all the way back and connect to the corner of the handle. We are going to take the extension of this out and replace the top one with a strip of azure grass just right up the middle. Then we have to create a pathway. So this pathway is going to lead from this flower bed here, and then it is going to join to the 3 middle rows of the entrance. So this is basically the width between the two from this flower bed here, and then it is going to join to the 3 middle rows of the entrance. So this is basically the width between the 2 rows of glass pane that we have left on the right of the entranceway like this. And then we're going to have 2 rows of frame on the right side that extend forwards. And then this little area here, we can actually dig out the 3 rows on the right side that extend forwards and replace in front of these with a row of grey concrete, white concrete, grey, and then white, just like this. Then we can extend oak tree of the last white concrete row, dribbling over to the left, and then build up 2 terracotta on the front left corner of the grid, which will then extend all the way to the back of the build and then across it. And this is kind of like the perimeter of the build. This is where the drive-through exit is. So once you've picked up your food, that is where you will ultimately drive to. And that will connect to a road or a car park or wherever it is you would like it to connect to. There is also a kind of, what are these things called? So what I want to make is one of those metal bars that you have like before you go through a drive-through that makes sure that your car isn't too tall. I don't know if these things have a name, but hopefully you guys know what I'm talking. Basically, we find the centre brick in this wall on the front of the build. It should have 3 rows left and right of it. We drop down 1 row, place red concrete extending out from it, and join it down to the leaves that are below to give us this. We also want to have a row of console in front of this pipe here. Then we want to add some flowers into the console. It doesn't really matter how you place them. Then we are going to dig out the entire drive-through. This is 3 rows pretty much all the way around the outside of the restaurant. We're going to dig out all the grass and replace it using grey concrete. It's also worth mentioning that we should probably add some leaves or some flowers or some podzol to
add some leaves here. There we go. Now I'm going to add the drive-through. So yeah, as I'm digging this out, guys, leave me a comment down below if you watched the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I just did yesterday, and it was pretty good. It wasn't as scary, although there was one jump scare in the movie that really scared the crap out of me. Yeah, overall it was a pretty good movie. I would recommend watching it if you are a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I am a little bit. I like Five Nights at Freddy's, so I'm a little bit of a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I like Sonic, Mario, and Five Nights at Freddy's. So, yeah, and this is what my Wendy's look like. And of course, off camera, I will improve it a little bit to make it look more better. So, yeah.
The back area near the drive-through window, as it's kind of a bit of dead space, and it looks a lot better with some hedging. And we will also fill in our little path using smooth stone as well. Next up, we have to make the sign, which requires a good old friend, the loop. Throw it down.
Yeah. No, we haven't already made a Wendy's in the city, but we are in this video, so yeah. Loom. I'm going to make the sign now, so hi. No.
Oh my god! Scratchy uniform tomorrow.
You do realise I'm live streaming, right?
Yeah.
And your voice can be heard.
Yeah.
So you technically just embarrassed yourself.
Oh, me. Jaden, what's this?
Please, not this right now. I'm currently live. I don't want to embarrass my viewers. Please. 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 Don't want to be too harsh, but just please, not right now. Please. No. No. are you doing? What are you doing? Get in! Gosh. My God. I just messed up this banner. It just says where. So I've got to get another red banner. Let me do the N. Redo the N again. Sorry if I said that to my dad, guys. It's just he was embarrassing me a little bit, so yeah, he does that a lot to me sometimes. And I don't like it, although he just does it anyway, because he just does it anyway. So of course I love my dad, but sometimes he can be a bit annoying. So yeah.
Jaden?
Oh no.
Time to turn up and get ready for bed. It's 10 o'clock. We got school.
It's actually 9:58. There will be 2 more minutes until 10 o'clock.
Yes, I know, but it's time to get ready now. We got school in the morning.
Okay.
We can have a late night after late night.
Alright. After I made the sign, guys, I'm gonna end the video. I'm sorry if this was short, but unfortunately I have to go to bed now. Because, I have to go to school tomorrow, but on Wednesday, well, not Wednesday, never mind, I was going to say something, but I don't know what I was going to say.
White Chevy, and then play on the hot tub. Then you like grey glazed Harry. Next, then the diagonal row, top left corner to bottom right corner. And then we have Wendy's, which is to be placed in this red concrete area here. Start from the top left corner, drop one row down, WENDYS. Perfect. With all of that complete, we can now head the inside of our Wendy's. Come on.
I got the next set of materials ready for tomorrow, so I will be making a live stream of me building the remaining builds that I didn't get a chance to build in this video. So yeah, I think mostly that I'm gonna end the video now guys, so hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do remember to like and subscribe, turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any videos from me, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Actually, I'll see you guys tomorrow, so see ya.